The government is closed. Of course, immigrants are at the helm of the government shutdown. How befitting in the land of immigrants that immigration is a problem. Let me pull up this CBS article discussing the current government shutdown. On Wednesday, the government shut down because the Democrats and Republicans were unable to reach an agreement to continue funding the government. They weren't able to come to a national budget for the year. They're at odds because the Democrats are trying to reverse Medicaid cuts as well as reverse some of the changes that the Republicans recently passed in the House to change the who can receive benefits from the Affordable Health Care Act. Or so that's how the Republicans are framing it. The Republicans are saying that illegal immigrants are able to use the Affordable Health Care Act, but actually only American citizens can use the Affordable Health Care Act, and illegal immigrants are just able to use emergency services. So because technically the Democrats are correct, and because to pass legislation in both houses, you need a 60-40 vote by the Senate, the Democrats who are in the minority have some power to prevent the Republican agenda. If you've been, well, not if, but I've been following on social media, and I've seen that even some Republicans who live in poorer areas are saying that they don't agree with the bill that the House passed because it's taking away some of the benefits that they use. Some of these benefits that would be taken from people include SNAP, which is food stamps, people being able to visit their doctors, low income people being able to visit their doctors and only having to pay a small portion. Some people pay as low as $10 to $15 a month as their monthly fee for the Affordable Health Care Act, and also Social Security and Medicaid. Besides just affecting the people that the benefit, besides just affecting people who receive the benefits, this shutdown is causing about 750,000 government workers to not go to work and therefore not be paid. When the government is shut down and workers don't work, it's considered a furlough. So those 750 government workers they haven't lost their jobs, but while they don't go into work, they aren't paid. So this situation affects many illegal immigrants. It affects many Americans who are working class, but some in poverty, but low class Americans, and it's also affecting people, immigrants, low class Americans, and this would also affect people who currently have health insurance. It may cause their premiums to rise. So it's affecting the people who use it, it's affecting the government employees, and it will be affecting many Americans who are not low income, who are middle class and upper class, because if the affordable health care is taken away and there are cuts to some of the people in the lower class, and there are also cuts to the immigrants, people who do have health insurance are going to have to pay a higher cost because they're going to have to offset the money that the healthcare providers are now not receiving. So this is very important to the American people because it shows how things that people believe don't affect them do, because everyone paying and using for these services are connected in some way, because even though you may not be receiving the benefit and you're paying more money, you could end up having to pay more money because we still would be having to cover people's emergency situations, as well as the healthcare providers have to keep their staff, and to do so, they would be looking to you, the American people, to foot that bill because Congress would not be adding more to taxes. The healthcare providers would just be charging you more. So my hope is that the Democrats and the Republicans figure something out and get together so that they can reopen the government, so we don't have this small issue turn into an even larger issue that could then spiral out of control and affect the economy. Because if people are out of work, people aren't working, and the prices go up, it could eventually snowball into an even larger crisis.